Hi, artist. We have a big drawing project we're going to do today. Yesterday we worked on our cityscape, and today we're going to do a house with evergreen trees, but we're going to have a house, and we're going to have a dog house, and we are going to make this happen at nighttime. So that's a lot of concepts with our shapes. We're going to really be focusing once again on the triangles, our squares, but then we're going to add in, like I said, doghouse and our evergreen trees, and we're going to make it a nighttime scene. All right, so I'm going to get started. Always have a scrap sheet of paper for you to color under so you don't get anything on the table that you're coloring. And just make sure that you have all of your colors. You can use colored pencils, crayons, or magic markers. All right, let's get started. Okay. All right, I'm gonna turn it like this. The first thing that we want to do is we want to draw our horizon line, okay? We have to have a horizon line, and this is going to be our yard, so just draw it straight across. You can give it a little bit of a curve if you want, but that's okay if you don't. All right, I got that. Now, right up here and on the left hand side of the paper, I'm going to draw a big triangle, and this is going to be my roof. So I'm going to come out here and I'm going to draw my triangle, and I'm going to connect it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my two lines to my horizon line. So I'm going to draw straight down like this. Okay, so now right next to this house, I'm going to draw the dog house. It's the same concept, smaller scale. I'm going to draw a tinier triangle. Okay, and then I'm going to draw my two lines that connect it to the horizon line. So let's go ahead and to add our windows and our doors to all this. Inside the dog house, you want to draw a big door. Big door, because we're going to draw the dog inside of here. Over here on the house, let's draw a door with 4 windows. So I'm going to put my door center, and I'm going to draw my 2 lines down, and I'm not going to forget my doorknob, and I'm going to draw a window on each side of the door. So here's a rectangle, and here is another rectangle. And then I'm going to draw either rectangles or squares up above these windows. So this looks like a square. And I'm going to see if I can make another good square. Squares have all the same, the lengths are the same, the sides are the same length. So there we go. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and get my evergreen trees drawn. So an evergreen tree is a tree that loses its needles all year round. So it looks like as if the tree doesn't lose its leaves. You know, pine trees are evergreens. So let's go ahead. What we're going to do is we're going to draw a very long, skinny, slender triangle right there next to the doghouse, and then I'm going to draw 2 lines parallel to each other that connect it to the horizon line. I'm going to draw another one. So and then the background, I'm going to draw this one long too, and I'm going to make the tree trunk so it gives the idea that this is closer to you and this is behind. And I'm going to draw one between the doghouse and the house. So I'm going to make this one skinny triangle, and I'm just going to bring down my tree trunk. The big thing with this project, I know, we forgot the sidewalk. All right, because we don't just walk on the grass to get to the front door. We have to have a sidewalk. So I'm going to take a line right where this door stops on the horizon line. I'm just going to kind of draw a line that curves off. This is where I need that sheet of paper. Let me get this out of the way. So when I bring this, and I'm going to follow that, I'm just going to kind of curve that. And that's going to be the sidewalk. So look at that. Now, what you're going to do is there's a lot of coloring. This is a lot to color. Oh, you know what? Hey, the dog. I'm talking so much, I'm forgetting my own small details. All right, let's go into the doghouse and let's just draw a large circle right there in the center. And then on the left-hand side, draw an oval that connects to the circle. And then on the other side, draw an oval shape that connects to that circle. Then we're going to make the eyes. And then you're going to make a J on one side and then a backwards J on the other side. That gives the nose and the mouth for the dog. And then right below the large circle, I want you to draw 2 more circles. And then we're going to do the claws. And so there we have our dog sitting inside of our doghouse. Now, like I said, we have our house, our doghouse, our evergreen trees. There's a lot of coloring. So I'm going to show you the finished project. So when you finish, look at this. The big thing, and I left a little space right here. What I want you to see that you're going to do is inside your window panes, you are going to color those yellow first. So you come in here and you color your window panes yellow. That means that the lights are on inside of the house. And then you take your pencil and you add that long vertical line, and then you cross over it with your horizontal line, and that adds the window panes. So that's a detail I want to make sure that first you color in yellow, and then you come back in with that detail of the big giant plus sign. Another thing I want to show you that I want to make sure that you do, once you color your grass, after you color your grass, then I want you to take your pencil or your crayon, and I just want you to draw these diagonal lines through the grass. That gives the grass texture. And then I want to show you right up here, this is why it's important to have that scrap sheet of paper, because when you color off, and I'm just going to show you that, sometimes when you color off the page, I'm going to get the one I was using. You know, if you go off the page, it's okay because you're on that scrap paper that's underneath your original. You're not coloring up your desk. And then look at the moon. So I drew a crescent moon and I'm leaving it white and I'm just coloring around it. And it's really, really important that you fill in all of your atmosphere, your sky, from the top to the horizon line. You need to color all of that in. You can use gray, you can use black, you can use purple, but it gives that nighttime effect. And that, my friends, is our house with our evergreen trees drawn at nighttime. All right, tomorrow is another day to draw. So I want you to practice this today and get a lot of, practicing with the circles, the ovals, squares, rectangles. All right, y'all have a good day. Talk to you tomorrow.